Hey guys, Comics here, and today I will be covering Uzumaki Chapter 10 by Junji Into. Now, this chapter is a little bit different that I don't think it has much of a deep meaning or a lesson to be learned at the end of it, because it seems like Junji is trying to just have a little bit of fun and just try to personify pregnant mosquitoes, which are my biggest nemesis on this earth. They can all die in hellfire and I would be so happy. For some reason, they love targeting me. Something about my blood attracts all of them. So instead of just getting one bite, I get 10 in one sitting. And not just that, I'm allergic to their saliva, spit, whatever that they use to insert their freaking tongue into your veins and suck the life out of you. Anyways, basically I'm allergic to their saliva, and so when they bite me, it is not just a tiny itchy spot, it is a huge welt of pain and itchiness that stays with me for about a month, unless I take some antihistamines to relieve the itchiness. But yeah, it sucks. Humid and hot places that breed a bunch of mosquitoes are not particularly my friend. So yeah, I personally have something against mosquitoes. But let's see how Junji personifies these horde tiny little creatures and see what the buzz is all about and how they're going to suck the life out of you. Let's get into it. During the summer in Kurosucho, we find our girl Kirie stuck at the hospital because of her brutal burn injuries from the previous chapter with the lighthouse, which should have killed her like the other kid, but plot armor pushed her away conveniently. Kirie mentions how the mosquitoes this summer are more devilish than usual. They even hypnotize their victims to sleep by buzzing around them before biting them. Her friend comes by to check up on her, and Kirie informs her that she is still in pain when she walks around and gets bitten by mosquitoes. They notice an odd whirlwind of mosquitoes in front of them. Her friend says it's a mosquito column and how it's a bunch of male mosquitoes waiting to mate. Kirie knows what's up though. Something catches Kirie's eye, and oh hey, what am I doing in this manga? Ugh, poor woman. The hospital is getting real busy as they are reeling in pregnant women that were attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes. Kirie realizes that her cousin is one of the women being reeled in and checks up on her. Her cousin is throwing up everything she eats, and Kirie asks if it's related to the mosquito bites. The nurse isn't exactly sure and thinks it's strange so many pregnant women are here. Kirie helps unpack her stuff and notices an odd object that is covered in cloth. Little suspicious. The next morning, chaos ensues in the hospital as the staff are finding multiple dead patients. They note that all three have died the same way, just like the lady that died earlier, with odd wounds and blood drained out. Everyone is confused as to how this happened, considering there were no screams heard, only mosquito buzzings. Kirie updates her cousin about what happened, and her cousin oddly doesn't care and fawns over how her baby is kicking. Lady, people just died in the same hospital you at. But okay, priorities. Suichi, the town's conspiracist, decides to come out of his cave and visit Kirie, not so much to take care of her as her boyfriend, but to tell her to get out of the hospital because, well, you know, the spiral. A nurse interrupts their conversation, saying that Kirie is going to have to share her room with her pregnant cousin since there are almost no beds in the maternity ward. Suichi unknowingly tells Kirie to be careful of that woman. Whoops! Turns out it's her cousin. Awkward. Suichi suddenly becomes me in real life and starts freaking out when he sees a mosquito and sprays a bunch of bug spray to kill it. He drops a fact bomb saying how it's only female pregnant mosquitoes that suck blood. Kirie's cousin continues coughing from the spray and Suichi is kicked out. Kirie apologizes for him, saying he's been strange lately, but honestly, I think he's been kinda normal considering this whole weird town. That night, Kiria hears sounds of mosquito buzz and tells her cousin to be careful of mosquito bites. She replies that she doesn't mind mosquitoes anymore, and to make sure she got her point across, she rolls her eyes and says that she loves mosquitoes. Oh, okay, it's a little suspicious. I don't trust you, lady. The buzzing gets so loud that it wakes Kiria up, and she follows the noise out to the hallway for some reason. And out from the shadows down the hall is a whole bunch of crazy group of ladies with manual drills. Kiria realizes that it's the woman from the maternity ward, and they all walk past her and go into different rooms. Oh, Jesus, wrong room, sorry. These ladies are going after other patients for their blood, and poor Kiria is in the middle of a weird spiral situation again. The mosquito lady catches eye of Kiria and then starts chasing her. But Kiria has more of a disadvantage now since she's on crutches, and like any good horror movie, she trips and falls. An unfortunate man yells at them for making a ruckus and becomes the next victim of these bloodthirsty pregnant ladies. Ooh. Then this nurse makes the same mistake and she too is drained out. The ladies are full and huddle back into their rooms until one of them remembers that they had a witness. How is she talking with her weird tongue sticking out the whole time? Ugh. They all look at Kiria and go after her because there can't be any witnesses. Kiria crawls back into her room and tries to hold off the horde of mosquito women threatening to drill a hole through her face. Ooh, what a lovely group of gals. Kiria screams for her cousin to help, only to realize that she is one of them. The horde pushes through the door and she is surrounded. Cornered, she finds the bug spray that Suichi left behind and sprays those mothers away, barely escaping with her life. Kiria is shocked about the senseless killings that the mothers have committed and how normal they become the next day. Somehow they got rid of the blood-stained clothes. Soon the mothers will give birth to their blood-fed babies. I bet they're gonna look real cute when they come out. Yep. Now for the breakdown, honestly, I think Junji is just having fun, personifying or anthropomorphizing female mosquitoes who are pregnant into pregnant human women, and a horde of them at that too. Junji mentioned as an afterthought that he did a lot of research on spirals, and so I feel like he came across mosquito columns as part of his spiral research and decided to have fun with it. I think he also most likely wanted to add drills as they make spirals to drill holes into this horror mix. He combined the two to create this horrific mosquito women drilling holes into their victims for blood. I mean, what else would be a better way to suck out blood besides the usual basic vampire biting of the neck? Oh, here's an idea. Let's make it feel super painful with these janky ass manual drills. These horde of crazed women sucking out your blood. Ugh. In the story, they mention how the pregnant women were all attacked by a swarm of mosquitoes, and I think somehow these mosquito columns that are all male impregnated these women somehow. I mean, I assume they were already pregnant, but somehow the weird spiral curse that's on this town made them mosquito women because they were attacked by male mosquitoes. So, does that mean they're gonna birth weird mosquito human babies? Ugh. Either way, somehow these male mosquitoes turned all these pregnant women into horde mosquito-like crazed pregnant women sucking people dry from their bloods to feed their fetuses. Ugh, that's fun. On a deeper level, he could be commenting on the extremities a mother would do to take care of her unborn child and take pregnant cravings to a whole new horrific level. Mothers are, of course, mainly concerned with the well-being of their child and how some are super one-track minded when it comes to taking care of their babies. As we see with Kiria's cousin, despite the horrific news of people being murdered at the hospital, she was just smiling about how her baby is kicking in her belly. Of course, we come to find later that she too was a murderer and was also willing to kill her own cousin to feed her own baby. To make these horrific women even scarier or more horrific looking, honestly, he added all these bite dots to not only indicate that, yes, they were bitten everywhere by mosquitoes. I think it's also to invoke this itchy feeling and painful feeling that you have all over your skin when you get bitten all over like that, which my body has looked like that at one point when I visited a very hot, humid country before I knew I was even allergic and how to even repel mosquitoes effectively. But what do you guys think? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe and like to see more covers. And you can also follow me at comics on my social media to follow my art journey. And I'll see you guys next time. Sweet dreams. Bye.